Hi all. This is the third task for Data Science and Business Analytics Internship by Spark Foundation, and the third task is exploratory data analysis on the given dataset sample superstore. So as the first step, I'm importing the necessary libraries like NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, Seaborn, etc. In the next step, I'm reading the data file provided, that is the sample superstore.csv file using pd.readcsv. So you can see the data which is read just now using pd.readcsv. Coming to the next step, I've just displayed the first few rows of data using data.head. And you can see here there are this much number of rows and columns in the given data set. Then, as the next step, I have displayed the last few rows of the dataset using data.tail. Now, just to go through the different columns of the given dataset, I have separately displayed the categorical values and also the numerical values. So you can see data of categorical is displayed here: ship mode, segment, country, city, state, region, category, and subcategory. And in the same way, data of numerical, this displays the numerical data: postal code, sales quantity, discount, profit, etc. Discount and profit. Like that, I have displayed both the data separately. Coming to the next step, I've just checked whether there is any null value in any of these columns. For that, data dot is null is used. So in this data, there is no null values. That is the first analysis. And going to the next step, that is data.describe. This is actually the function which help us to give a statistical idea about the given data set. So you can see the numerical data are considered here, and the mean value, the minimum value, the percentiles, maximum value, etc. are being analyzed here. Coming to the next step, this is actually the categorical values of the data displayed here. From the categorical values, it's clear that country, postal code are columns that may be dropped. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the value country, because country is having the same value throughout the data set. One more step I have done here, that is data.nUnique. Find out the same values. So country is having the same value, you can see here. Whereas the segment is having 3 different values. For ship mode, 4 values. So country is having just one value. As I said, USA is the same value throughout the data set. And in the same way, for all the columns, how many values are being there, that is displayed over here using data.nUnique. Now, using data.drop of country, I have removed the column country from here and displayed the entire data set. Yes, and coming to the next, this is just a histogram plotted for all variables. And next one is a pair plot, which is done for ship mode. So you can see here, ship mode is the column which is having 4 different values: second class, standard class, first class, and same day. So this based on this ship mode, I have plotted here pair plot of the entire data set. So postal code, sales, one by one you can see being displayed. Quantity, discount, profit, etc. So it's a pair plot. Coming to the pair plot, where that category is considered. So category is having 3 different values: furniture, office supplies, technology. So in the same way as we did in for segment, here we are doing for, as we did for ship mode, we are doing it for category. So you can see all the columns over here. Now coming to the next kind of plot, that is join plot. So we have considered here category and sales. And this is the plot that we get four different category values: furniture, office supplies, technology, and sales over here. So it's a joint plot. Coming to the joint plot of region and sales. Region. So four different regions are there: south, west, central, and east, and the sales. Next, category and profit, and sales and quantity. So just randomly I've selected few values and plotted the same. These are scatter plots. Sales and profit are the two data that I have used here. Two values that I've used. Coming to the outlier detection. So what you can analyze from this scatter plot? You can see when the scatter plot is done, some of the values are very far away from the group of other values, other points. So these are considered as outliers. So outliers are detected whenever we have done the scatter plot. Here also you can see. So outlier detection is done here. And coming to the next one, heat map. So here a heat map is done, is displayed. You can see all the values: profit, discount, quantity, sales, postal code, the X and Y axis. And here you can see the diagonal values are all one because the same. Why the diagonal values are one? Because postal code and postal code, the same, that correlation is actually being plotted here for finding the correlation. Heat map is actually um, heat map is actually the plot that we use here, and this is actually done for finding the correlation. Okay, so I'll show you the, see, you can see here sns.heatmap data.correlation. So CORR, this function actually represents correlation. So you can see how much correlation is there between the values, like postal code, and postal code is always 1, and sales and sales, the same values will be having 1, correlation as 1. So we need to find out the correlation of other values, like how sales is having correlation with discount. You can see a negative correlation is present here. At the same time, sales with quantity is 0.2. Now nextly, sales and profit, so it's 0.48. And like that, correlation can be easily detected by using this particular function, this correlation function. So we can see positive relation between many values and also negative relation. Now count plot is done. So the value that I consider here is segment. So 3 segments are here. The corresponding count plot is done. Like that, I can observe from this count plot that consumer segment is having the highest score here, highest count here. Coming to the next count plot, profit is the count plot here. Next, sales. Next one, category, where supplies, office supplies. If you consider that is 3 different categories and do the count plot of category, what I have found here is office supplies, that is having the highest. Next, from subcategories, we can see binders, papers, and furnishing. These are having the highest count here. See, binders, paper, furnishings. These are having the highest count. So now for analyzing the dependency, subcategory and sales are the two values that we have taken here, and a bar plot is done. So subcategory, the different subcategories are displayed here and the corresponding sales. So you can see copiers. this particular subcategory is having the highest sales. And you can also analyze from this graph the ones with very small sales, like fasteners, very less, envelope paper, art, labels. These are having very less sales. And coming to the next category of bar plot, that is of subcategory and profit. These are the two values taken here. And you can see here you have on the x-axis you have the subcategories again, but here I have taken the profit. So you can see there are some negative profit, that is loss also happening somewhere, like machines, tables, bookcases. And with less profit, you can see some with very less profit, like appliances, paper. And comparatively, copiers are having as compared to other subcategories, copiers are standing in the in the front. So you can analyze from here, profit of almost all the subcategories except copiers are low, whereas the sales which we did just before, we need to find the reason, because the sales that we analyzed just before, you can see the copiers sales are more, and likewise the profit is also more. But if we compare, the machines are having high sales here, but compare compared to the sales of machines, the profit is very less. You can see it over here. So you need to find out the reason, maybe like you need to work more on the sales of those particular items, because even after doing so much sales there is no profit. So you need to find more you know um, business techniques to increase the profit of the same. Now coming to, so as an observation I have written this: if those items need to make profit higher, they need to be sold many more times to view a reasonable change of profit. That is what I felt from that analysis. Now we can see both profit and sales of all the subcategories. See, together I have displayed it over here. I've used the data.group by function and displayed all. So you can see tables, bookcases, appliances, all the subcategories, and profit and sales both are displayed here. So fonts, chairs, they are showing more sales, and this is actually arranged in the ascending order of profit. So tables is actually facing a loss, and coming to the highest part, copier, that is actually making the highest profit as discussed before. Now this is the profit and sales of region wise. I have displayed here the region wise profit and sales. So you can see these two regions, that is the east region and the west region, both are having same almost the same sales, and also almost the same profit. But you can say west is having the highest sales and highest profit. So you can find some find some methods so that you can increase the sales and profit in this particular region more, and also try to improve the sales and profit over the rest of the regions, like central and south especially. So west and east regions are showing the highest profit and sales. So that was the next observation. Coming to the same thing in a different way, that is state wise I have displayed the profit and sales. So you can see um, there are so many states where loss has happened, and like 1 2 3 4 6 7 8 9, almost 9 to 10 states are facing laws, and you can see from there onwards till California, there is an increase in profit and also sales. So here also sale is happening, mm, but you are not getting that much, profit in these states. So coming to this side, California and New York, these two states are actually the ones which makes most profit and most sales. Okay, so that is the next analysis. So low sales can be overcome by changing the product. So you can concentrate in these low sales happening states and increase the sales by using some marketing techniques and all. Find out why, even though sale is happening, why the negative profit, that is loss, is happening over there. You need to find out that. So more and more factors need to be considered in this case if we need to take some measures so as to bring profit in those areas also. Now another way of analysis, what I have done here is I'm trying to remove some of the columns. Like in the first step, I'm removing this region, data of region is taken here, and this is assigned to data west. That is the column value is region. In that region column, which all rows are having west value, that only those rows I am selecting and assigning it to data west. Okay, so I'm filtering the regions which are west, okay, from the entire data set. And now I have displayed here all the datas which are having region as west. So you can see the region values throughout west here. So this is the first filtering that I've done. The next filtering I'm going to do is I'm going to make the category, all the category as office supplies. How can I do that? I need to pick up each and every row where category is office supplies. Nextly, in the same way, I am selecting the state as California only and filtering. So you can see here the state is throughout California. So that's the next filtering. So this is actually because we have already found that California is the state which is having highest profit and sales. So we are concentrating more on those factors which highlighted in the earlier analysis. The same way office supplies also, that was actually the category which had more sales. So the filtering is done in that way. And now I have taken this filtered data, and what I have done is I have done a bar plot considering subcategory and profit. So you can see here appliances, storage. These are the first two subcategories having the highest profit. So what we have done is we have taken the state where sales and profit are much higher. We have taken the category and subcategory which stand at the first place of profit and sales, and of those filtered values, we have done a bar plot and found that appliances and storage stands at the first place. So that is the analysis done here. So these states can concentrate more on the same products. Also here we have lowest profit for fasteners. You can see that here, and art. These two items are having very low profit. So the sale of the same products can be concentrated more to make it better. And the most demanding products, we can go for higher sales and thereafter higher profit from them. So that is actually what we analyze from there. And next, what we have done is just a pie plot of the same thing, subcategory. So here you can again see the same analysis done. So this is actually showing the value count only, not profit. So coming to the next thing. So next I am just trying to create a dashboard, and again I am importing some of the libraries, very important here. So plotly.express spx, plotly.io spio. So plotly is the library which I use here for creating the dashboard. And now again the fresh data I'm taking here, and what I'm going to do is I have done a bar chart, a simple bar chart, but I just wanted to show it as a dashboard, how a dashboard is created using Plotly. So here what I've taken is category, sales, region. These values I have taken. So I'm running this. We get the resultant dashboard here. So category wise sales on the x-axis, you can see the different categories, and different categories: furniture, office supplies, and technology are the different categories. You can see the corresponding sales. So this is actually the bar chart. The px.bar is the function which I've used here. I have taken the data, x value is category, y value is sales, and also I have considered color is the next value, that is region is assigned to color here. That is region means the different, four different regions. That is also one by one the four regions having different colors, and the color which I have assigned is pink, yellow, blue and green. That also you can see here. So likewise for each category, the four different regions, how the sale goes, that is actually plotted here. Yes, so that's the small representation of dashboard. Thank you.